once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Dr. Rule Show. I'm your host, Dr. Franklin Rule, and today we examine 3 cases from the good book of possible extraterrestrial visitations. First of all, though, some intriguing film footage assembled by noted videographer Benny Guzlin. Roll tape.
Hello, on you. Cut. My daughter. Revere. Burn her and her father with fire. Deal. He has the strength of hell. He'll bleed like any man.
You came to this house as wedding guests. Fire and death are your gifts to my bride. For all that I do against you now, I shall be blameless. I'll give you back fire for fire, and death for death.
What you see, write in a book and send it to the churches of Asia. There were 24 old men, dressed in white robes with golden crowns on their heads, and 4 living beings. Bless the Lord, fire and heat.
What do you want me to do for you before I am taken from you?
Father, let me inherit a double portion of your spirit.
You have asked me the hardest thing yet. If you see me as I am taken from you, it shall be so for you. But if you do not see me, it shall not be so.
My father! The chariot of Israel and its horsemen!
Welcome back, and certainly excellent film footage. Now we start off with a trivia question. Let me extricate it here from its paper prison. The question for you, very simply, who cut Samson's hair to weaken him? Now the prize, the only prize, 1 pat on the back that you'll have to administer to yourself. Heck of a lot better than a slap on the belly with a wet trout. Now I submit to you that there are 6 reasons to believe that Samson was a halfling, that is, half human, half alien. First, an angel descended and appeared before Manoah and his wife, as described in the book of Judges. We ufologists equate angels with ETs because they descend from the heavens and have superpowers. Secondly, the wife of Manoah had been sterile. Suddenly she was with child. This may have been an example of alien biomedicine, such as an in vitro fertilization technique, such as used today, but not available during the biblical era. Thirdly, that angel warned Manoah's wife not to imbibe wine or any other alcoholic beverage so as to protect the fetus during the term of the pregnancy. This is a warning issued by today's obstetricians only in the last 10 to 20 years. Fourth, that angel ascended in a cloud of fire, possibly the exhaust from a space shuttle. Fifth, Samson had superhuman strength. And sixth, his strength derived not from his muscles as in guys like me, but from his hair. Again, 6 reasons to believe that Samson was a halfling. Yes. Now for that trivia question, who cut Samson's hair to weaken him? No, it was not Delilah. Rather, it was a barber she hired. You can check it out in the book of Judges, chapter 16, verse 19. Now for the strongest case of an alien landing in the Bible. It's Ezekiel, 1st chapter. A fiery whirlwind descends on the ground, and out emerge 4 entities, each with 4 faces, specifically the face of a man, lion, ox, and eagle. Now perhaps those are just holographic images projected by these creatures to make contact with Ezekiel with something he would be familiar with. But it certainly sounds like 4 aliens emerged from a spaceship. Now in 1974, Dr. Joseph Blumrich from NASA, who came over with Walter von Braun, one of the founders of our space program, in his book that year, The Spaceships of Ezekiel, he argued that indeed it was a UFO, and he described it as looking something like this. I certainly agree with him. I point out that our universe is 13.7 billion years old. Certainly plenty of time for advanced ETs to have scoured the universe and visited our planet during the biblical era. No doubt about it whatsoever. And the third case involves Lot and his wife, as described in chapter 19 of the book of Genesis. 2 angels came to their home. Again, I point out we believe angels are ETs. I also note that the angels in the Bible did not have wings. Those were embellishments added by Renaissance artists. Now, the townspeople didn't like these strangers, surrounded their home, and demanded that Lot send them out so they could kill them. Those angels blinded several of the townspeople in the mob. We don't know what they used. Perhaps it was some sort of a device, or perhaps advanced psychic abilities. They then warned Lot, his wife, and 2 daughters to flee Sodom and Gomorrah because they would destroy it, and warned them not to look back. Of course, we know that Lot's wife did look back and was immediately transformed into a pillar of salt. Perhaps that was a metaphor for being ossified, but this argues that the weaponry used was neither atomic nor thermonuclear in nature, because if it was radiation, then Lot and his 2 daughters also would have been affected whether they looked at it or not. Instead, this is some sort of special ray that only affected an individual, transmogrifying them if they looked at it, if the rays entered their eyes. So I suggest that we call this a Z-ray device that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. It certainly sounds like it was extraterrestrial in nature. Again, 3 cases arguing for the presence of ETs, ancient astronauts, during the biblical era, according to the scriptures. Now, until next time, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes.